What happens when a comedian known for sharp political satire sits down with America's sweetheart talk show host and the conversation takes a turn nobody saw coming? Well, you're about to find out, because Randy Rainbow just had one of the most explosive daytime television meltdowns in recent memory. Before we dive into the chaos, make sure you hit subscribe and drop your thoughts in the comments, because this one's going to blow your mind. It all begins on the vibrant set of Kelly Clarkson's talk show. The audience is buzzing, the stage is glowing, and Kelly flashes her signature warm smile. Across from her sits Randy Rainbow, theatrical as ever, charming in his pink glasses and sharp wit. The banter starts light, playful, exactly what everyone expects. Kelly leans in with an innocent-sounding question. "Randy, your political parodies have become such a phenomenon, but don't you ever worry about going too far?" Randy shifts slightly in his chair, one eyebrow rising.
Too far?
"Kelly, reality has already gone too far. I'm just holding up a mirror." Kelly presses, her tone still soft, but edging toward something sharper. "But some people might say your videos cross lines, especially when you target specific politicians so harshly." The smile slips from Randy's face. "Cross lines? Kelly, comedy has always been about pushing boundaries. That's the point. Are we really going to do this right now?" The tension grows. Kelly leans forward, smile more strained. "I just think there's a responsibility that comes with a platform like yours. Some of your content can feel divisive." Randy's voice hardens. "Divisive? Calling out corruption isn't divisive. It's necessary. Are you really lecturing me about responsibility while you host a show built on celebrity gossip and consumer fluff?" The audience stirs, the playful energy evaporating. Kelly pushes back, insisting she isn't shaming him, just asking what viewers might wonder. Randy cuts in. "Your viewers or your network executives? Because there's a difference, and we both know it." The words land heavy, the studio thick with silence. Kelly tries to smooth things over. "I respect your work, Randy, I really do. But don't you think there's value in finding common ground instead of always taking the most provocative angle?" Randy lets out a sharp laugh. "Common ground? When one side is dismantling democracy and the other side wants us to hold hands and sing Kumbaya? That's not balance, that's complicity." Kelly's eyes narrow. "That's pretty extreme, don't you think?" Randy's voice rises. "What's extreme is pretending both sides deserve equal weight when one is openly undermining democracy. What's extreme is asking me to tone it down while the world burns." Kelly's professionalism falters. "I think you're being unfair. I'm just trying to have a reasonable conversation," Randy snaps back. "Reasonable? Let's be real. Daytime TV has turned into a corporate wasteland where nobody's allowed to say anything meaningful because it might upset advertisers. That's your definition of reasonable?" The audience is dead silent now. Phones rise in shaky hands as people record, sensing this is something they'll want proof of later. Kelly tries redirecting. "Let's move on and talk about your upcoming projects." Randy cuts her off. Of course. When the questions get uncomfortable, suddenly it's time to move on. Classic. Kelly insists she wasn't interrogating him, but Randy won't let go. "You brought me here to promote my work, then ambushed me about my politics. You knew exactly what you were getting when you booked me. Why act surprised?" Kelly tries to explain her questions come from curiosity, but Randy's sarcasm drips through the air. "Genuine curiosity is asking about my process or inspiration, not grilling me about whether I'm too mean to politicians harming people." Kelly doubles down. "Surely you understand people wonder about the impact of your message?" Randy leans forward, voice sharp as glass. "Impact? Let's talk about the impact of normalizing authoritarianism on shows like this. Let's talk about sanitizing reality so it's safe for advertisers. That's impact." Kelly's smile is cracking completely now. "That's not fair, Randy. We cover serious issues all the time." Randy fires back. "Do you? Or do you skim the surface so you can check a box without challenging your audience to think?" The sparring escalates. Kelly insists she asks tough questions when appropriate. Randy counters. "Appropriate according to who? Your legal team? Your suits upstairs? Because I guarantee they don't care about what's actually appropriate for the moment." Kelly's voice trembles with contained frustration. "You're being incredibly unfair. You don't know how I run my show." Randy doesn't blink. Behind the scenes is exactly the problem. All the real conversations stay back there while audiences get this sanitized, feel-good illusion. Kelly tries one last time to stay calm. I respect your passion, but attacking me personally isn't productive. Randy shakes his head. I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking a system you're a very successful part of. Big difference. But Kelly hears the insult in every word. You're sitting on my show, essentially telling me everything I do is meaningless propaganda. Randy doesn't back down. I'm saying daytime TV avoids real conversations about real problems. If that describes your show, maybe that's worth examining. The producers behind the cameras are panicking now, gesturing frantically. Kelly snaps. I invited you here because you're funny and talented, not to be lectured about the media. Randy's tone cuts cold. And I came here hoping someone in mainstream media actually wanted a real conversation about why comedy matters. Guess I was wrong, Kelly bristles. You're making assumptions about my intentions that aren't true. Randy's eyes lock on hers. Then prove me wrong. Ask me something real. Ask me why humor is one of the last defenses against fascism instead of asking me to justify my existence as an artist. Kelly hesitates, then blurts, Fascism? Isn't that extreme? Randy almost laughs in disbelief. There it is. You think the word fascism is extreme, but not the policies that define it. That's willful blindness. The back and forth spirals further. Kelly says she's just careful about language. Randy calls that tone policing. Kelly argues for common ground. Randy insists there's no compromise with people who want to strip others' rights. Kelly says black and white thinking divides the country. Randy argues pretending cruelty deserves empathy is worse. Finally, Kelly's patience snaps. You don't even know what I believe personally. You've judged me without knowing me. Randy smirks. I know enough. You've spent this whole time trying to get me to apologize for caring about right and wrong. Kelly's voice rises. I haven't asked for an apology. I've asked you to consider that your way isn't the only way to create change. Randy's retort lands like a hammer. Change requires truth, not comfort, not compromise. Truth, Kelly shoots back. Your truth, Randy, your perspective. Randy slams the table with his words. No, facts, the earth is round. Elections shouldn't be overthrown. Kids don't belong in cages. That's not opinion. Kelly shakes her head. It's how you respond to facts that matters. I choose positivity. Randy's eyes blaze. There's a difference between positivity and denial. Between joy and toxic optimism. The studio is a powder keg now. Kelly stands abruptly, voice cracking. You're being disrespectful to me, my show, and my audience. Randy rises too, meeting her head on. Disrespectful? I'm telling the truth. If that makes you uncomfortable, maybe ask yourself why. Kelly points a finger. This absolutist thinking is dangerous, Randy shoots back. You know what's dangerous? Giving platforms to liars while silencing the people who call them out. Kelly counters, you're fueling anger and division instead of helping find solutions. Randy's answer is final. Solutions require courage, and neutrality in the face of injustice isn't courage. It's complicity. Kelly's face is flushed with fury. You've twisted everything I've said. Randy shakes his head. No, I've heard you loud and clear. You think I'm too angry, too divisive, too unwilling to compromise with people who want to harm others? Message received. He gathers his things. Kelly's voice wavers. Randy, please don't leave. We can still find common ground. He turns back, shaking his head. You want construction? Construction requires a foundation. We don't even agree on basic facts. There's nothing to build on. Kelly makes one last plea. By listening. By understanding perspectives. Randy's final words cut like a blade. I've listened. I've heard. And what I hear is someone more worried about tone than truth. That's not listening. That's denial. The silence is deafening as Randy walks off set. Kelly stands frozen, eyes wide, audience stunned into silence. The cameras keep rolling, capturing every second of the most dramatic walk-off in daytime talk show history. So what do you think? Was Randy right to call out Kelly's approach, or did he go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, because this story is just the beginning.